is a Priory presentation in association with all WNY News Radio. It's another week of the Nick and Dan Show, Season 2, bitches! Starring your hosts, Nick and that lovable motherfucker, Dan. Not to mention myself, Carl Winslow. And featuring Think So Joe. On today's episode, comedy ensues as the boys are joined by friend and movie buff Tony. From Batman to Flaming Bathrooms, anything goes. Plus, footage from the Yellow Sauce Show with music by Donald Roth, Jenny Crash and the Tall Men, and Yellow Sauce. Ready? Here we go.
Alexa, introduce the Nick and Dan Show for me.
You're watching the Nick and Dan Show on all WNY Radio. You must really like torturing yourself. Oh well. Here's Nick and Dan.
Did you guys have like a plan when you
Oh,
did
fuck
this?
no.
You just
No, we just
started
kind of go with whatever. Actually, I would like for you to bring back up, Tony had an interesting theory earlier today.
Oh, working today or yesterday?
I don't know, my perception of the passage of time is very, iffy.
Can you hand me some of those paper towels and that bottle of Windex?
Why, did you just duck fever all over your seat?
No, I went to go move the keyboard and this is sticky.
Yeah.
Spend too much time on that Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix.
And there's a lot of screens, there's one here and there and there. He could be watching...
So why he's got a projector here for a reason.
And that too.
That just saved your life.
I don't feel comfortable on the couch
Thousands and millions of tiny little Scott.
Can I get that Windex over here?
Yeah, you're on the casting couch, by the way.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Well, I'm a little afraid of what's going to happen tonight.
Oh, fine.
But we were talking about, he brought up Batman.
Batman.
That was yesterday.
Okay, that one was yesterday. There's another one I do want to talk about too from today. But Batman.
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 I am Knight. But the fuel. Tony, would you like to talk to us about this and your thoughts?
So, the whole thing started with me I was driving to work, and it was like, how does Batman fuel the Batmobile? Like, you can't just roll up to a gas station and be like, yeah, I need 50 on 3. Like,
Right.
Time out.
Yeah.
Are thoughts like these a common occurrence on your way to work?
sometimes. Sometimes it's after work.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes it's at work.
At work, I can see. Driving to work, however.
Well, I need a topic of conversation to bring
Like,
up later
most
at
people
work.
are like, did I leave the coffee pot on? Did I leave the stove on? Did I leave the baby in the stove?
How often are you putting the baby in the stove?
I don't have one, but I've heard stories.
Anyway.
So it was just a thought, like, how does he pay for his gas? And I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense. He probably doesn't go to just a gas station.
Right.
He's got to have like a guy, right? Like, and then on top of that, what kind of fuel does the Batmobile take? Every Batmobile since probably the animated series in the '90s, has got to use jet fuel.
Maybe
Hell,
the
since
original-
I don't know
Schumacher's
about
Batman
jet
in
fuel.
the '80s.
I'm thinking like 97 octane racing fuel.
All right, I can see that. But you're not going to pick that up at a gas station.
No, but they do have this fancy little thing. It comes in like a container, as most things come in.
Most things do.
But it's an additive, is the word I was stumbling to have a stroke to find, that you can just add to pump gas and it'll bring the octane level up. But
what about, like, even Schumacher's Batman had, like, a rocket engine on the back of it?
It definitely did.
that one was probably jet fuel.
I'm also thinking he probably used jet fuel because he's got the Bat plane.
The Batwing.
and
The
the Batwing.
Batwing.
And
So
the
you
Bat
could, like,
helicopter.
double down on the amount of fuel. Like, I have the same multiple vehicles that use the same fuel. Like, I'll just use one line of fuel.
That tracks.
It does.
It's got legs.
It really does. I mean,
I mean, he's a businessman. So,
But
like,
I would also
Yes.
imagine, because he's a millionaire playboy, and as the newer Batmans would suggest, have that whole R&D department that he's got,
So-
that there's probably some sort of like offshore tanker.
So somebody brought that up to me. Like, obviously he's got a shell company that provides him with fuel. Like, that
Mhm.
makes sense. Okay, so how
Exxon.
does an auditor, like a government auditor, not come in and go, so you're missing like 500 gallons of jet fuel every month for the last 10 years?
Cocaine and hookers, man. You take that auditor out, show him a night on the town.
I'm just saying, like,
It's
it's very see-through.
it's
He's also
good
got to
question.
have somebody probably deliver this fuel to the Batcave. That's just a loose end right there. Is he killing this guy every time he comes in, so he needs a new delivery guy?
It is Batman.
Like,
There's a very high turnover rate at Wayne Corp apparently in the entry-level positions.
does Alfred go just pick up a truck every other week? Like, how does this work?
I'm pretty sure Alfred's days are mostly
Sleeping.
consisted of
It's probably sleeping.
not really sleeping, just kind of like taking out hefty bags filled with hooker corpses.
Also, follow-up question to just Batman in general. Why don't the criminals just switch to daytime crimes? Batman usually does most of his crime fighting at night because he's got a day job. Why
Right,
don't
he's
they
got to
just
be Bruce Wayne during the day.
switch to daytime crimes, cuts down on their Batman interactions?
Well, I would have to imagine that the citizens of Gotham
Are
kinda-
terrible.
terrible in general, but would kind of not even be scared of like a daytime strong arm around. You know, with all the shit they see all the time, they'd be like, "Oh, sun's out, nothing can happen to me. Oh, that's just another meth head freaking out or
But I
doing
feel like
whatever."
I mean, like the
Think
Riddler.
about it,
would-
if I'm like the Penguin or
Oh, that's Bane over there just picking up avocados.
yeah, like why? Like I guess maybe they gotta go grocery shop. That brings up a completely different point. Like, how do they eat food? Like, does Joker just send his guys to the grocery store?
We've got
Like,
a
how
lot
does
of
that
henchmen
work?
that look kind of like people
People?
that come to our shows.
Like Mask of the Phantasm. Joker has like a 5,000-pound thing of bologna he uses to attack the
Yeah.
one character. Where did he get that? Did he rob a truck or did he
Oscar
go?
Mayer, man.
But did
They
he go
drop-
grocery shopping? Like
they
how
drop
did?
ship that shit?
But how did he get it?
I mean, like
Did he just send out a coked out guy to go just go grocery shopping? They were like, fuck it. Give me
5 pounds of bologna.
5 pounds of bologna. Don't even slice it.
Yeah, I was about to say, how do you want that cut? Just in one log. I want a log of bologna.
Mendong on it for the next 2 weeks.
Right? Like a pepperoni stick.
Fine,
I
salt
feel like
content in a hole.
I feel like the only Batman villain you ever see eat anything is the Penguin,
And they're usually fish.
and it's usually fish,
Raw fish.
which is gross. But like,
Well, this
you-
brings
It was
up
a
a
very
whole-
off-putting scene in Batman Returns. Very off-putting.
This brings up a whole new thing, because Walmart recently came out with that, you pre-order your shit, and all you got to do is just drive to the little designated parking space. People bring your shit out for you.
I mean,
So
if it
I'm
was anywhere
thinking-
near Wegmans, they'll deliver it to you.
Yeah, but see, I'm thinking,
Oh, Amazon Prime, 2-day delivery on your groceries.
but I'm thinking this
Yeah.
was a thing all along. It was just kind of under the table.
Or if it's a Walmart, they won't even question what you look like.
I mean,
true.
that's true. Okay, I guess.
Especially if Gotham ends up being down towards, like, Florida. Fuck you, Florida.
I think Gotham's,
Check.
Gotham's actually more toward where New York is.
I was going
Or,
to say,
like,
I would
south
assume,
of
like,
there?
New York, because I believe, like, wasn't Metropolis really modeled after New York?
So.
And to be honest with you, if like, anybody was dressed like the Riddler, it's just a normal day in Walmart anyways. Just
Yeah.
people wearing pajamas.
So I recently watched a YouTube video about like how the DC, because Marvel characters exist in our world is the whole
Mhm.
idea. Like there's no fictional in New York; they're in New York. Where DC is like a fictional version of the United States. So like while New York City is on the East Coast and like all these other cities, they also just add Gotham and Metropolis, and they're across the bay from each other. A lot like what you would think in New York City and Atlantic City, where they're like super close to each other. But if you think about it, you're just adding 2 more cities on the East Coast with massive populations. What does that do to like the political like structure of the United States?
Right, I feel like that
It's
would
just a
sway
video
things.
I came across. But like, that's just weird to think about.
It would just be more power that we're making for the East Coast that we don't get for free because we fucking make it here. I feel
Well,
like we
West
should not
Coast
have
gets like
power.
Central City, Star City, and a couple others.
Well, didn't one of those get laid to waste by the aliens in Rise of the Supermen?
I think.
Once it was Coast City.
But like you realistically,
Sorry, the inner nerd.
the DC universe has like these massive cities on the coasts, which basically makes the entire middle of the country almost flyover country like it is now, but even worse. Which is why we have the political thing we do now. Anyway,
I just finished watching Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
What'd you think?
I
couldn't
enjoyed
get
it.
past the first and a half season.
I'm into superhero movies. I'm not so much into the comics or the storyline based. I mean, once I get involved, I like to get
Sure.
a little
You
bit
want
of the
to see it through to
storyline.
the end?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know. But as somebody who's not, let's say, comic guru or superhero guru,
Yeah, I got broad strokes.
yeah.
Like, I understand broad strokes. I
Yeah.
can put things together, but, like...
right? I enjoyed it. I mean, there was some weird shit, but for the most part, they kind of looped in
You know who I want them
storylines
to
for the
bring back?
layman.
Blade. I want just Wesley Snipes to come back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
And that
I
weird
mean-
chick that played that lead vampire that interrogated him.
I mean, the actual first R-rated Marvel movie that everybody forgot about.
Yeah.
You mean
yeah.
the best one?
I agree.
I mean, I liked Deadpool, but...
Blade was... I liked the original Blade. The sequels got a little odd, but they were still...
Blade 2 is amazing. Blade 3 is terrible.
But it's still entertaining.
Yes. Yes.
It was very... I mean, Blade 3 wasn't the one with Ryan Reynolds
Yes.
and Triple H?
Yes.
But it
Yeah,
also,
just Triple H
And
then-
Jessica Biel.
I was about to say, Saving Grace, Jessica Biel.
And I feel like I remember like a vampire Pomeranian at one point.
Yes.
Yep.
It was the evil chick's dog thing.
That's the evil chick that I'm referring to with the weird eyes, which is kind of hot.
I don't remember that actress's name, but she's in other things. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen her in other things.
There's like maybe on a drunken night, kind of, you know, she's a little methed out. You might just roll the dice.
I mean, you can realistically go to New Orleans and find something very similar.
Yeah, but it's not that
Or Missouri.
Yeah, people in New Orleans like the fake fangs and like think
Oh,
they're vampire kind
yeah.
of things. Like,
Yeah.
you can find that right now.
one. Oh yeah.
But
There's-
then you got Cajun.
there's a
But
lot
those
of
are
that.
like Cajun goth vampires. So now they got the fangs in their mouth, making it harder for us to understand them.
Which
And
was pretty much the entire struggle of me watching True Blood series.
I never got into it.
I was forced to watch it by my wife.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Misha's just a terrible person on top of being a terrible Canadian.
Oh yeah.
That's mean.
I
No one
also
should be
got
put through
forced
that.
by gunpoint. Forced at gunpoint to watch the entire OC series.
At gunpoint, really.
Can
Yeah.
we talk about what you're doing when you're
Is
trying
this-
to watch like
Is this,
Netflix?
is this a cry for help?
Kind of.
Okay.
Is Misha beating you?
You can't say wink twice.
No, she's not beating me at all.
Looks like we have to take that Canadian bacon out of this sandwich equation.
Nobody likes an LT sandwich. This is gross.
No.
No. I'll do a
You're-
tea sandwich though.
No.
Tomato sandwich?
Bacon
You just
sandwich.
don't like this.
Yeah, bacon sandwich. When my wife does BLT night, that means bacon sandwich night for
Sure.
Nick.
There's either a BLT, or a T, or a B.
Bacon sandwich.
See, I couldn't do a tomato sandwich because I don't like tomatoes on my sandwiches at all. I don't like wet bread when I'm eating a sandwich.
Now, see, there's...
Like I like
Yeah.
tomatoes. Like I'll eat a salad, but like I don't want them on bread. That's just weird.
Well, it doesn't really make the bread... Now, this is the same thing that I made to Luke with the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, how we thought they'd be soggy.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, for that, room temperature jelly, fresh jar,
Sure.
room temperature peanut butter, room temperature bread. Make them all, put them back in a bag, then put them in the cooler. That way nothing's thawing,
Sure,
you know, to
makes
get the
sense.
bread wet.
Yeah, I got you.
Now, with the tomato sandwich, I prefer Miracle Whip. You can use mayonnaise, whatever. Lightly coat both sides of the bread and then put your tomatoes on there, and so this way the bread does not
It's
actually
like an insulation
contact-
layer.
Yeah,
see.
see?
I don't like mayo or mayonnaise, so that's gonna
Yeah,
be
me
a problem.
either.
I no
That's-
longer like them.
You lost me
He
at
doesn't
that.
like it either. This is
You lost me at that. You lost me at veggies. No.
I
just
just tell
no.
people I don't want vegetables. It'll slow me down. Usually gets a kick out of the sub shops when I go and order.
No, like it.
I don't want vegetables. It'll just slow me down.
I just don't get an excuse anymore. I'm like, no veggies. For
Because
every
you're,
veggie
you're
I find.
also an undercover superhero?
Yes.
So, yeah?
What? Am?
No.
I mean, I could be. You don't know.
Alright.
Alright.
It's always great having everybody tune in. But before we go any further, don't forget to click the subscribe button beneath the video or on the main page. Turn on notifications so that way you get notified anytime we upload. And remember to share us. Plus, don't forget, Android or Apple users can download the All WNY app and listen anywhere. Are you looking for a photographer to come in and make an excellent look of a photo shoot? Do you need somebody to take pictures for promotional purposes or just because you like your photo taken? Well, now you can be just like Exham Priory. Get a hold of K&D Photography in Buffalo. You can look them up online at facebook.com/KD Photography Buffalo. Look them up online and let them know that Exham Priory sent you on down. K&D Photography for all your photo needs.
Dan here from Dan and Nick's Used Guitar Emporium. Today, we just got in this vintage mandolin. I'm not exactly sure what differentiates a female from a male mandolin, but this one in particular is a male. I know that because it told me, aggressively, and then showed me. So if you're on the market to get a dolin, come on down to Dan and Nick's Used Guitar Emporium, where you can pick yourself up a mandolin. Currently out of stock of female dolins though, but we do have this one in particular. See you down here.
Alright, this hat's extraordinarily warm. It's
So,
awesome, but hot.
What question did I come up with today that... Oh, you texted the BNL and he didn't go? What the fuck's wrong with him?
He's a weird cat, man.
Man, that was 2 minutes. I heard that was a good show.
So today, we were talking about Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, that's right.
That's not a beer.
No, it's not.
Bad dad.
Sorry, I already drank my beer.
You remember
Didn't
Mrs.
you get another
Doubtfire?
beer? I do.
The classic Robin Williams movie with Pierce Brosnan for some reason?
Yeah.
So Pierce Brosnan, at that point, sexiest man alive, I think. He's coming off of at least one James Bond movie.
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, like,
It's usually whatever is the current James Bond is the sexiest man
Sure.
alive.
Mm-hmm.
but like, what was up with that matching with that woman? Like, she is past her prime. I mean, she's had 3 kids and is a recently divorced. Like, I get it. Like,
Easy prey.
sure. Also wealthy. We were talking about this. It takes place in San Francisco.
Mhm.
She has a nanny, has 3 kids, and
Right,
a
like,
fairly large house.
There's got to be
A
some sort
nice, fairly large house. This isn't like some Danny Tanner shit. This is a nice home.
Yeah, there's got to be some sort of disposable income. You would
So,
imagine.
like, what happened to him at the end of the movie? Like, you never see him again. There's the choking scene where Robin Williams almost kills him,
Mm-hmm.
and then he kind of just forgives him because he saved his life. Although I assume a guy like that would probably still sue Robin Williams for almost killing him.
He did come off as kind of a dick.
Yeah.
a little bit, yeah.
Very dickish.
So, like, does he break up with her? Miranda, that's her name. That's the character's name. Does he break up with her?
Let's
or
just talk about
like,
how sexy the name Miranda is.
Sure.
I like
It's a
it.
good name.
I like it.
Mini Miranda.
Yeah,
Miranda rights.
as you were saying.
So, like, but at the end of the film, like, we never, like, is she still with him? Is she not with him? Sidetrack, are the kids scarred for having to deal with their father, who is a crossdresser, to hang out with them? Like, how much therapy do you think they go through later in life?
It's San Francisco,
It is.
so I'm gonna let that one slide.
They do have an uncle or an aunt, what's his name? His brother.
No.
Like, he does have the gay brother.
Yeah,
That's the guy
yeah.
that runs Uncle Touchy's Puzzle Playhouse. I remember reading about him.
What?
Yep.
Yep.
The tracks this guy likes to learn about.
Sure.
Don't fact check it.
Don't ever fact check anything on this show. Ever.
So,
On a funny note, I'm gonna say he gets syphilis and dies.
sure.
But
Just the thing that, like, just came up while we were talking.
Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean,
instant syphilis though. I mean, like you get it, dead. None of that fucking shit that took
That'd be
Capone
terrible.
out for years.
it would be terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, but I guess that's what you find in San Francisco.
It's like a jellyfish thing, just bam.
What type of jellyfish are you encountering?
I wanted to say man of war, but jellyfish hit first,
That's fine.
so I didn't want to stumble on my words.
You know, a man of war, it's a very intimidating name, but when you look at it, it's just kind of weird.
I don't know. I saw
I guess-
one in the middle of the ocean, and it looked like the fucking
Aren't
thing
they
from
huge?
Independence Day.
Aren't they huge? Like, they're...
We were in a war canoe, so it was probably from here to that wall
Obviously,
away.
that's a thing.
What's a war canoe?
It's a
A war
canoe
canoe?
that they used for war.
Yeah,
Oh.
obviously. You don't know that?
All right.
It's a canoe, and they're
at the end.
Got- yeah.
Like you ever see
Catamaran?
Oh, Jaws 2. Got it.
No,
right there?
just like that.
That's how my brain. Jaws 2. Got it.
But yeah, I mean, it was
Two
about-
thingies and then a
So
thing in
it's,
between.
it's about.
It was about 15 feet away, and I want to say it was about half the size of that couch.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
That's okay. That's a big thing.
it's a big thing, and apparently its tentacles are
Like ridiculously
wide
long.
spreading, and yeah. You were told to give it a wide berth.
All-encompassing hatred.
Yeah.
Mm.
I wanted
It's
to
like
get a pair.
ridiculously poisonous.
Yeah, I wanted to smack it with an oar, but they told me not to.
Why would you do that?
See what
Because
happens.
Because he has opposable thumbs and he's dominant. He's what do I tell people to do? So at work we have a goose problem and people are afraid of them. I'm like, just assert your dominance as a species. You
That's
have
right.
an opposable thumb.
Stand there as dominant male to pride. Which is kind of what I wanted to do, but I was also hoping that like a tentacle would raise up out of the ocean and
Cthulhu
grab one
style?
of the other people, grab one of the other people by the throat, and be like, "There's no peace."
Oh, Independence Day.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm assuming this didn't happen, so this
No,
man
no,
of
no.
war was obviously a pussy.
Yeah. It was a woman of war.
Ah. All right.
We lost the feminism vote.
Yeah, we've
I'm
lost
pretty
a lot
sure
of
he's already
votes.
pissed them off.
Oh yeah, that's. I mean, like this season we've just been checked. Nicaragua, gone.
There's no we. There's you.
Nicaragua, gone. PETA, gone.
It's okay, we don't need the PETA vote. They're a bunch of criminals anyway.
I've had like one
Canada.
or two, but most of them are him.
Canada. I'm pretty sure I said something last week that's going to offend the gay community, and
Oh yeah.
I don't remember what.
I don't know.
I don't think I should try and revisit that.
Moving
Nope.
on.
Don't watch last episode. Wait, no, people do watch Never mind. Just
Skip minute 3 to 5.5.
that tracks.
We have a horrible sense of humor, and we hope you do too.
Cheers.
So I'm gonna go bring us back to movies. This is a little more interesting of a theory I've developed over the last couple of years.
Okay.
Will Smith movies. It's the same family. Like all Will Smith movies, if you think of them, could exist in the same timeline. It's not the same guy. It's just the same family, just whole time. And you start at Wild Wild West and end it After Earth.
And
And
what
they
about
all-
Hancock?
Superhero genre. It's a offshoot,
Okay, alternate universe.
alternate universe.
Ah,
It explains how most of his family can survive things that happen to him.
okay.
Mostly Men in Black 1 through 3.
There-
Yeah,
there's a
that's
third.
Yes.
yeah, there is. That's a tough one for
Not
somebody's
good.
career to survive.
There's gonna be a fourth one. They're crossing it over with 21 Jump Street with Channing Tatum and what's his face?
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. Yep.
I'm just.
Isn't
Yeah,
Jonah Hill
crossover.
dead?
No.
I don't know. I'm sad now.
Sorry.
So wait, they're bringing back crossovers?
Yes.
So it's like Saturday afternoon TV, but in movie form.
Yes. I mean, we've already
I
done.
could be into this.
I mean, we've already done it with the Marvel universe.
Well, I mean,
It's
we did it with
realistically
Supernatural.
the most successful crossover.
Yeah. Yeah,
Probably.
Avengers. Pretty big crossover right there. Deadpool and like the B-side X-Men.
In my opinion, I think they should just stop making other X-Men movies.
They should.
And just use Deadpool as the restart to the whole X-Men franchise and just go from there.
I agree.
Just
'cause
stop making more. Just stop it. Just start at Deadpool and make X-Force and go forward.
No, we need an entire 2 to 3 movie series on Scarlett Johansson.
just her, not her character,
But
just her.
Scarlett Johansson is in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so we're still okay. She's not an X-Men, so we're good.
I don't either. way,
Sony
we
has
need-
nothing to do with that.
I did call George Lucas. Call fucking dig up Jim Henson. We need a fucking Scarlett Johansson movie.
Is it gonna have puppets?
Hold
I
on,
don't
a
care.
Scarlett Johansson movie or a Black Widow movie?
No, Scarlett Johansson movie.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Done by Jim Henson
Sure.
Company.
Could be Black Widow, but as long as she's in it, it doesn't matter.
That's
Don't do any of that weird bullshit where it's the same person, character-wise, but we changed up the actor portraying it. None of that bullshit.
Oh, so no Imaginarium with Dr. Parnassus? Because that was awful.
Do you know why they did that, though?
Okay.
Yes, I know, because Heath Ledger killed himself. But still, it was terrible. I didn't like that movie at all.
I don't think any of the male leads took money for that role.
I'm pretty
Because
sure
they were all like friends with Heath Ledger,
Yeah.
and they like did it as a personal favor.
I'm pretty sure that it was actually 10 Things I Hate About You that killed him slowly. It wasn't the Joker.
Not a Knight's Tale?
No.
The movie's a lot of fun.
It
10
was a
Things I
lot
Hate
of fun.
About You.
10 Things I
It's
Hate
not a
yeah.
great movie, but it's a lot of fun.
And it's a really long movie, too. It's like 2-something hours. That's a long fucking movie,
He's
A
not
Knight's
even
Tale.
the best part of that movie. The best part about that movie are like his 3 side
Yeah.
guys that hang out with him.
Yeah, like the comedic relief, or the comic relief.
It's
The
like
one guy
over
who was
2
on
hours.
his own TV show, and then Alan Tudyk from Firefly.
Oh,
think
yeah,
was the
that
other
played,
guy.
Pete the Pirate and,
Yes, in Dodgeball.
yes.
Which, why hasn't that gotten a sequel? I'd watch it. Like,
I would,
It
too.
would be pretty funny.
And you know what? I would hope they would go the way of, like, Karate Kid Cobra Kai, where it's, you know,
Sure.
the Cobra Gym.
You're
Yeah.
telling me you like cold pizza instead of warm pizza? That's insane.
Did
I
you-
love cold pizza.
Are you looking for your next amplifier? Are you trying to redefine your sound? Do you need that piece of equipment to complement your amazing guitar playing? Well, look no further. Bison Electronics has what you need. Look up Bison Electronics online. Handmade from the ground up in Buffalo, New York.
Come on down and experience Hard Rock at the Saloon. Show starts at 9 p.m. Saturday, September 8th at the Firehouse Saloon, 814 Clinton Avenue South, Rochester, New York, 14620. Featuring the Cage Kings, Exham Priory, a new riot act, all for $5 at the door. Show starts at 9 at the Firehouse Saloon in Rochester, New York. Saturday, September 8th. Be there.
Well, you said Tonawanda. I was thinking there's another place up there too, right off of River Road, actually, right down the street from American Skinner, called Wally's. They got real
Yes.
good pizza too.
I've never been there.
Yeah.
We constantly talk about going there because we go to my buddies and I go to Submasters 2 to 3 times a week. And, like, my buddy orders off the menu sometimes because we go there so often. We'll walk in, they don't even bother asking us for our order sometimes. They're just like, this is what it's going to be.
Right. But yeah, Wally's is good too.
And we always go in like, hey, we can go to Wally's. Well, we're already parked.
Yeah.
It's almost like Mr. B's. They got it's like a thinner crust pizza, but they got that cornmeal on the bottom.
Yeah.
You know,
Interesting.
nice
Yeah.
cup and char pepperoni.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's, like, when it comes to pepperoni, that's what I look for. I don't like just, like, the flat, I like cups and chars.
That's actually, it was mentioned in the article that, like, that's, like, uniquely in Western New York.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
No, looks like I'm staying here then.
But that's the other, like, even you were saying, like, going outside of the area and making our pizza, it doesn't quite work that way, though, because dough rises differently, things don't cook the same, just because of elevation and science and
I feel
whatnot.
like you just gotta figure it out.
Yeah, it's like an R&D
Right,
kind of thing.
yeah, make adjustments to the temperature, the
Yeah.
length of time.
What floor of the building you're cooking everything on?
Right. I mean, obviously, I'm going to cook on the 3rd floor. I plan on carrying everything up and down flights of stairs.
I mean, if that's gonna make your pizza better, I feel like for the craft you should. Just put in a dumbwaiter at that point.
If you're
Right.
if you're gonna hone your craft, you said Submasters and there's a menu right
Yeah,
there.
that's what they think of it.
No, if you're gonna hone your craft and be the master of your domain, then yeah, you should have to make those sacrifices for your craft.
You know what pizza I feel is like not very good? Like this wood fire pizza that's like starting to get big now? I'm not impressed.
I think it's just like a trendy thing.
I think it is.
You know,
like,
I mean-
it's like
I mean,
an
it's just-
artisanal pizza.
It's
Yeah.
literally
pizza
old
doesn't
style.
need to be artisanal. Like,
But that's the thing. It's somebody brought back great grandma's son of a bitch's fucking recipe, you know, and now it's artisanal.
Yeah.
You know, fuck that shit. It's a wood fire fucking pizza.
We-
Although brick oven pizzas I do like.
we went to an artisanal pizza place in South Carolina. It was basically flatbread. There's like focaccia bread with like shit
Seriously.
on top of it. I was like,
We cut up this pepper and we covered it in olive oil and we put a mushroom in the center and that'll be $25.
We covered it in some cheese.
Yeah.
And then we put it in the oven for about 30 seconds. And then we're going to charge you $25 for it. And I went, that is too much for this bread.
What we did is I had an empty cigarette pack, so we just shoved that motherfucker full of cheese, right? And then we buried it in the ground for about 2 years. And then you come back and the cardboard from your cigarette pack's kind of gone. But the cheese is still there in a coagulated lump. Coagulated lump.
Coagulated,
Coagulated lump.
That's one of those
so then we take
Italian words.
One of them Italian words. So then we take that motherfucker out of the ground. You don't really wash it off. You don't need to. And then you just slap it down on your little desk thing here, and you rub it out, and then that's going to be the dough of your pizza, artisanal pizza, coagulated cheese. And then we're going to throw some more cheese on that motherfucker, and then we're going to throw some peppers on there, because why not? We all like a little bit of heat, right? You like a little bit of heat? A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of oregano, because they like that. Thyme. I don't know what it is, but everybody from New York City always says they ain't got enough thyme, so we're going to put some thyme on here. And then we're going to put that bitch in the microwave for about 45 seconds to a minute and a half. Right when that coagulated cheese lump starts to bubble up, that's when you know it's just about ready. Then we're going to take it out. Ray Ray's going to go out there and rub it over with his truck. And that, it'll flatten that bitch right out again, because I know you New York City guys, you like them thin pizzas. So then, Ray going to run it over with his fucking truck over there. Got that big old 4.650 2x50. You just run that motherfucker over. We're going to put it down on this plate here with a little bit of that pepperoni. I know you guys like cups and char pepperoni. We ain't got that down here. We just got regular pepperoni. But I'll give you a cup and I'll light it on fire for you if that's what you want. But then we're going to put it on this napkin, a little bit of checker napkin, because we all know you guys from, we're from the South. We like that plaid. And then we're just going to put it on the table. That's going to be $45.
And business plan.
Scary how accurate that sounds.
Coagulated cheese lump.
We also serve it with a gun. Why do I need the gun?
If you get a large,
if you're asking, you can't eat here.
If you get a medium, you only get a 22. But if you want to upgrade that shit to a large for an extra $45, we'll give you a 45 caliber handgun. We'll take down a bear if you want to. Coagulated cheese lump.
Cheese.
One of those Italian words.
Italian. E-Y-E, Italian. Because they got eyes.
Speaking of the South, barbecue sauce.
Ooh.
Your thoughts? I'm a huge fan of Memphis. I could not stand Carolina sauce. Is either because they have two different sauces, one north, one south. One's way too liquidy and one's way too sweet.
Yeah, I feel like Carolina sauces are like a good basting when you put it on the charcoal grill.
Yeah,
but it's not.
It's not a.
It's almost like a rub.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See me, I actually like Texas barbecue sauces. They tend to have a little bit more heat and fire to them, a little more of a vinegar base, I feel. So I tend to gravitate towards stuff like that.
Really depends on what I'm cooking.
Mm.
If I'm doing chicken, I want like a smoky, thick barbecue sauce.
Like a good Memphis sauce.
If I'm doing like a brisket or something, I might go for the heat. I might go for the sweet. It just depends on the cut of the meat.
Shout out to Sticky Fingers, the barbecue place in the Carolinas. Phenomenal pulled pork. It was almost cheaper than going grocery shopping. Just going and getting a sandwich with fries was cheaper than going grocery shopping.
And you probably ate that motherfucker for like 3 days too.
Digested, maybe?
Oh, okay.
But ate it. I once ate one so fast the girl came back and I tried to convince her she never brought it to me.
I even licked the plate clean. You just brought me an empty plate.
Where's this shit?
You just brought me fries. What happened?
Where's my sandwich?
I ordered pulled pork, I swear.
Oh.
Although, for like a good general purpose barbecue sauce to keep in the house, if you want barbecue something, Sweet Baby Ray's.
I was like, Sweet Baby Ray's is a good go-to.
It's a solid go-to, especially for something you can just find at a grocery store.
Yeah, and it's good. You can use it pretty much on any type of meat or any type of cut.
Although Wegmans Memphis barbecue sauce is pretty good too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I've got Sweet Baby Ray's right now.
But it's a good.
It's well
design. You can't go wrong with it.
Right. No, it's a good one. Like I said, well-rounded. Plus, I mean, if you want to change, it's easy to it's a good base, so it's easy to change up a little bit by putting in a little bit of extra seasoning or something.
Yeah, I've actually, I don't know why I just said the same thing twice. Brought
Get
some
the papers. Get the papers.
Yeah, get the paper. Brought some brown sugar.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Oh.
liquefied that with a little bit of molasses and then put it in there, sweeten it up a little bit. I made a nice glaze for some ribs.
Sure.
That sounds wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the things I'm looking forward to most about having a house. Is we know, because I'm moving from an apartment to a house, so I'll have space for things like an actual grill. I don't, like, my landlord keeps the garage locked, so, like, I can't have a grill because I'm not just going to leave it outside.
They do tend to get on your case a little bit if you just openly start charbroiling in the living room.
Right?
You know,
They get upset about that. Like,
Yeah, you do. You're going to
I
lose your
did
security
try
deposit.
once.
ranting and raving about something about a security deposit.
So I
don't know,
did try once to get a tabletop grill and just use it in the kitchen. Just fucking, I'll open the window. It'll be fine.
Right?
Did not work.
No, that's a lot. You don't realize how much smoke they generate until you're
looking
enclosed.
inside.
Yeah,
With white walls. You
Yeah.
know.
not anymore.
No, we ended up turning on all the fans and setting up like a window fan to suck it all out.
And
It
at
was
that
not
point,
a great idea,
yeah,
but
at that point, you're
That was
already in
fun.
the middle of it, so you might as well just continue.
that's what I
Right, like
figured.
the meat's already half cooked. If we stop now, it's gonna be ruined.
Exactly.
That's how you get
Basically what
diseases.
happened.
Right.
But now that we have a house, well, I gotta be able to get a grill.
No, ma'am. Your bathroom was on fire when you showed us the apartment. We've just been dealing with it for years.
We've sent you several strongly worded emails. Oh, holy Christ.
We started at Batman.
We did. And
That's how
ended,
things go here. It's
and
just-
ended at Bathrooms on Fire. Welcome to the Nick and Dan Show, Season 2.
So if you're tuning in and you just blew out your asshole in your own bathroom and it's currently on fire, we're talking about you.
Rewind, and listen to earlier.
Get
yeah,
in the shower.
first shower, because that's probably of us.
Now it depends. Is that the source of the flame in the bathroom?
It
The
shouldn't
butt
be.
or the
There's-
shower?
The shower.
There's water in the shower, so it should not be the source of the fire.
Now
If
there's
wa-
only water in the shower when you turn the water on.
Turn the shower on if your shower's on fire. Pro tip.
Just saying. Some people get confused.
And
They're a little bit simpler.
And
than
ladies
the
and
rest of
gentlemen,
us.
Fireman Tony with pro tips.
My father-in-law's volunteer fireman. I got this.
That's terrific. So, Dan, we should also probably make mention of the fact that we were out drinking on Friday, and we were hanging out with Yellow Sauce.
Oh yeah, we were at this place. We were at Stamps de Bar.
That's right. Great place for booze, music,
And all
booze.
things pertaining to yellow sauce.
At least for
What is
this past
yellow
weekend.
What is a yellow sauce?
Yes.
A
Yellow
sauce of
sauce.
a yellow consistency.
With a dancing banana.
It's up to interpretation.
Sorry.
It is open to interpretation. And I believe that's the opening track on the album they released.
Mm.
The Yellow Sauce, really great local act.
Yeah.
Our buddies Leland and Ryan, they're out there. It's very much a immersive performance.
If there was two of him,
Ooh, gotcha.
Yeah, two of me with like actual talent. You know,
Way to run yourself over.
gotta take ourselves down a peg too. Bring it back to that.
he likes to run himself over and then just back up, make sure he got himself.
Yeah, but no, it's very entertaining.
I
For
have
those
some
that-
confidence in that.
Yeah. But for those that weren't there, it was a great time. We caught up with the majority of the people that were playing, and
Majority.
majority is that
Coagulated cheese lump.
we hung out with the coagulated cheese lump itself, and probably, you know, I don't know, it wanted to come along, but we didn't take it.
You used to be able to switch in and out of like a South Carolina accent, like between words. It drove my fiance.
If I get drunk enough, Southern comes out of me.
Are you from Tennessee?
No.
No, you just talk like you're from Tennessee.
Apparently, yeah.
Awesome.
No, Jesus Christ, Tony, I'm right over here in the corner. You haven't noticed me at all.
Shut
I mean,
the fuck up, Carl!
Carl, shut the fuck... No, I'm not gonna fucking shut up. You guys left me here all fucking weekend. You went down to camp, you said you were taking me. Wanna know where Nick left me? In the fucking box in his basement like the goddamn gimp. I don't even get any pleasure. I just had to sit here. So that's Carl, by the way. That's Carl, our fellow co-host. Carl, just listen. We'll take you out next time. You fucking better, you goddamn dick.
I don't believe it.
Sorry. I don't believe me either. Shh. We'll sleep beer here for him. He'll be fine.
Sure.
He'll be fine. Yeah, we definitely we caught up with everybody, had a fun time. So we're going to give you a little bit of that footage coming up. Tony, it's been fucking fun.
It'll be
I have to
weird.
come back. I'm excited to come back.
Yes, I told you, man. It's just irreverent conversation. We start at Batman and end with flaming bathrooms
Sounds about right.
in the danger zone.
So if you fast forward through the entire episode and just take the first comments and the last comments, Batman's a serial arsonist.
This is a gun?
Good night, Australia.
Are you looking for a place to drop anchor and have a cold one? Come on down to the River Pub, where the drinks are cheap and the atmosphere is good. 6004 Buffalo Avenue, Niagara Falls, New York, where you can hang out inside or enjoy the atmosphere outside on the patio. And also, if you're not just satisfied with a drink, you can grab some grub at the pub, right next door at Submariners.
Where we pride ourselves with amazing quality products with generous portions.
So whether you're looking for food or a drink, follow them on Facebook at the River Pub Niagara, or you can also check out Submariners LaSalle Deli. Stop on in, the River Pub or Submariners, 6004 Buffalo Avenue, Niagara Falls, New York. See you down at the pub. If you want to hear more from the Nick and Dan Show, tune in weekly at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on allwnyradio.com for 2 length-hour podcasts, unhindered interviews, and musical performances. allwnyradio.com. Now for musical guests, Donald Roth, Jenny Crash and the Tall Men, and Yellow Sauce.
So bad one day, put my face in a permanent frown. Feeling so much better, gonna take off right into town. You know, I woke up this morning, I felt so good, I laid right down again. Throw the big leg on me, mama, might not feel this way again. You know I love my baby, love the way she walks. And when she gets tired, I love the way she baby talks. I love to go out in the country with you, spend all day. You and me, mama, just rocking our blues away. rocks that way. So bad one day it put my face in a permanent frown. And I'm so much better on a cakewalk riding the town. And yes, that song is on my Yellow Sauce CD right over there.
See the man lying on the road, you know he looks like he's been hit by a thunderbird before. He wasn't pushed out, he was born, you know. Remember what my mama done told me? She said, that's none of your business. None of my business. Just keep to yourself, because none of my business. See the man beating on his wife, watch him slapping around while he's carrying a knife. And I know that one day he's gonna take our precious life. But that's none of my business. None of my business. Just keep to myself because it's none of my business. I see the man standing on that bridge. He's gonna die when he hits that image. Down, he know what common sense is. But he's none of my business. None of my business. Just keep on cruising because he's none of my business. Hey, baby, you all that horn, Jack, no, it don't look too straight. Well, you better get out from underneath there in a hurry. Getting too good for your health, why don't you let me help you out? And just as that car came crashing down, he said to me, it's none of your business. None of my business. You just keep to yourself, girl, 'cause I ain't none of your business. He's none of my business. None of my business. And I'm screaming and I'm walking because he's none of my business.
The dangers of a dying Earth had not stood in the way of our great yellow heroes. As the impossible journey draws to a close, a massive threat lies just ahead. Space Wizard. A wizard from space. With the sole objective of stealing all the yellow from the planet Earth. And so began a war the likes of which had never been told until this very moment. Space Wizard.
turned around and with his hands in the air, he said, boys, oh, I hope you got prepared. Space Wizard! So into the afterlife, he did crawl. Space Wizard!
And that's all from the Nick and Dan Show for this week. Be sure to tune in on the YouTube channel at Exham Priory for Tuesday Antics, plus the full extended version every Thursday on allwnYradio.com.